For centuries, indigenous peoples around the world have lived in harmony with nature, relying on the traditional knowledge and practices to sustain their way of life. With the onset of modernization and development, indigenous peoples have been facing numerous challenges that threaten their way of life. The world is facing a critical challenge of transitioning into sustainable and renewable energy future while respecting the rights and dignity of indigenous peoples. Hi, Kopi Vosian. I'm Adrian Banie Lasimbang, the new Executive Director of the Right Energy Partnership with Indigenous Peoples, a global initiative that provides indigenous peoples a platform to speak on the issues that affect them on renewable energy projects while facilitating the access to affordable and community-managed renewable energy projects. I'm a Kadazan, one of many indigenous ethnic groups in Malaysia. I grew up in an indigenous village in Sabah, Malaysia and Borneo. My upbringing has instilled me a very deep appreciation to the environment and the importance of living sustainably. I got involved in the indigenous rights movement from a very young age, and that exposed me to many development issues that affect indigenous communities, not only in my country but also globally. In 1998, I founded TONIBUNG, an indigenous organization that develop and promote renewable energy and appropriate technologies. My work with TONIBUNG provides me more than 20 years of experience working with indigenous peoples, renewable energy and policy engagement at a global level. I've worked with indigenous communities in Malaysia, Indonesia, Nepal, Philippines, among other places, to help harness renewable energy resources and gain more control over their energy systems. I've also been actively involved in indigenous peoples movement in advocating for indigenous peoples' rights and renewable energy at the United Nations and other international forums. I've been fortunate enough to speak at international and UN forums to engage with policymakers around the world on the importance of including indigenous peoples in the transition to a sustainable future. I believe that we need policies that support the development of renewable energy in indigenous communities and ensure that indigenous peoples have a say in how their land and resources are being used. I believe that the best way to reach more indigenous communities globally is by actively engaging a regional network of practitioners working on renewable energy and indigenous people's rights. I've worked with many organizations, networks across Asia to share knowledge and build network of support for indigenous peoples and renewable energy projects. Working with them have allowed me to learn from others and collaborate on projects that have greater impact. I see the Right Energy Partnership as a vital platform for connecting indigenous communities with the resources and support they need to pursue their own renewable energy projects. We need a rights-based approach to address these complex issues and ensure a just transition for all.